What is up, my beautiful people? Hope you're all having a great Friday, that it's nice and sunny outside, that you got some awesome plans for the weekend. Exile451 here with you to get your weekend started off right with some stories right out of r/self-improvement that I know are gonna make you happy. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Now sit back, relax, and let's hear about some self-improvement. I'm making progress. The most consistent I have ever been. For years, on and off, I've been trying to find consistency, doing things that I know are good for me, and I have failed every time. Procrastination, anxiety, and bouts of depression were all the reasons for me never quite being able to stick to easy, normal, and daily mundane tasks. It was my 25th birthday a few weeks ago, and I made a promise to myself that from now on, I would be the best possible version of myself that I could be, or at least commit to making improvements. For 2 weeks now, and every single day without fail, I have exercised. I have tracked and drank my daily recommended water intake. I have woken up earlier than I did before. I have meditated twice a day. I've cleaned my room. I've read a book/an article that is insightful and informative. I know there are more things that I need to add and improve, but I am making progress, and I am a better person than I was 2 weeks ago. Though it might not seem like much of an achievement to others, it is to me. OP, that is an achievement. Alright, I'll tell you myself, I've been in that same boat. But when you actually make those decisions to turn things around, and then you're able to look back at it and see how far you've come, you'll see that every single small step was a decision you had to choose to make to change your life for the better. Take pride in every single achievement you accomplish, and never let that inner critic tell you that you can't do it. Anything is possible. Thank you so much for sharing, and I encourage you to just keep at this, wish you the best of luck, and please update and give people progress as to where you're at. I volunteered today. It was so good interacting with people and being social. I have an issue that I'm not a very good social person, and you can consider myself as awkward. But today, I volunteered doing gardening, and it was a really good experience talking to my team and getting the job done with my team. It was way better than I expected, and I enjoyed every moment of it. I feel like now my social problems aren't that bad after all. I had a really good time socializing with other people. I think I will do this more often. That good feeling I felt was priceless. Well, OP, it's amazing how volunteer work and volunteering can really just get someone to feel so much better about themselves and about life. There are so many examples of that, about how in some cases it's even saved people's lives because they realized that they had a purpose being able to help others. Even with a small thing like gardening, that's still a volunteer opportunity that you're providing service to another person. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm so happy that you had that really good feeling that comes from serving others, and I'm excited to hear that you want to keep going back and doing it. Keep at it, and thank you so much for sharing. Today, I finally managed to beat my demons by running away from them. Literally. So, I just had a really rough couple of days. This whole week, I barely had any social interaction. I saw some friends Monday evening, then haven't seen any friends or family members until Thursday when my parents returned to town. Other than that, the only real human interaction I've had was when I paid for groceries pretty much. Because I live alone and work from home, and I'm single, which means I start to get really lonely after a couple of days. I was really hoping that today I'd get to meet up with somebody. But the girl from Tinder I was talking to all week ghosted me yesterday, and none of my friends were free to meet up. So I started to feel really crushed, and it really got to the point that I felt my depression roll over me like a cloud, telling me I wasn't worth anyone's time and all the other dark thoughts it brings. I felt trapped in my own house. So I decided to just go out and run myself to exhaustion, hoping it would pull those emotions out of me. And it worked. I became too tired to be bitter and sad. I then went home, took a shower, and now I barely feel anything. I'm hopeful that tomorrow I'll get to socialize. You know, OP, and I'm not saying that you have an addiction here, but a lot of addiction recovery literature talks about getting yourself out of a triggering environment, out of a place where you would feel those emotions that would drive you to relapse. And it sounds like that's somewhat similar here in that you needed to get yourself physically out of that place where you were feeling those dark thoughts. That's one thing that helps to get people out of an addiction, and it's one thing that helps get people out of a depressed mindset. If they can change their circumstances, they are forced to change what they're thinking. You did a great thing to be able to just pick yourself up and physically run from the place where you could have so easily just crumpled up into a corner and cried. Congratulations on having that level of strength. It's a tough thing to do, but you pulled it off. You did it, and be proud of that. Thank you so much for sharing, and I really hope that you were able to socialize like you were wanting to. I did it! I deleted my Instagram. After years of comparing myself, getting my self-esteem crushed, and taking breaks, I finally decided to completely cut the cord. I stopped regularly visiting my main page a while ago, and when I did, I would only visit to post stories, and every time I found something worthwhile to post on my actual account, I would carefully edit and compose it to what I thought would get the most likes. I had a concrete aesthetic, and I put effort into it. I would end up defeated and angry when it got maybe 120 likes, while whatever annoying girl from my hometown who thinks she's unique for listening to Post Malone posted her left eyebrow and gets 574. I hated myself for that. Especially after Instagram redid its algorithm from chronological, and I started averaging about 85 to 90 likes. I started to realize that it's not about photos at all, or sharing your life. It's 100% a popularity contest. I wasn't winning, and I was hurting because I wanted to be one of the girls that were winning. But I knew it wouldn't happen. I'm a rather strange person who is open about her mental illness and the side effects that come with it. Of course I wasn't winning. I didn't have a beautiful illness that was easy to romanticize. I get angry, isolate myself, and imagine things a little too vividly for some people. So I was backed away from. I'm not a victim of other people's judgment. I used to care so much, and now I'm working to care more about myself. I'm tired of inserting myself into a narrative that subconsciously dictates my values through imaginary points. I'm ready to focus on something more tangible. I'm ready to be happy again. You know, OP, that last line there about ready to be happy again is so poignant because in today's world, everything gets run through that Instagram filter. Everything gets run through social media. And in reality, nobody's life's that awesome. Facebook, Instagram, all those other social media sites, people just post the positive things because they want people to like what they're doing. They don't post about struggling to pay bills or just all the other daily drama that people have. Life is life. Not every aspect of it is meant to be celebrated. And people need to realize this. This is why I think depression is so much more prevalent because we're constantly comparing ourselves to others. Thank you so much for taking that step that in today's world really is rather brave to do. And thank you so much for sharing this story. I wish you the best and good job with changing that mindset of what really is important to you. Thank you all so much for watching today. Yesterday, the channel blew away all its previous records and is really starting to grow. I can't thank all of you enough for what you're doing to help promote it and get it off the ground. As of the time I'm recording this, we just hit 96 subs. If we're at 100 by the end of the weekend, I'll have a special little treat for all of you. Either way, I want to say thanks to all of you so very, very much for the support you have given and continue to show. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Also, feel free to leave a comment and share on social media as well if you want. Now go have a great weekend. I'll see you all Monday. Until then, I'm Exile451. Stay beautiful, people.